Okay, so this second part just shows you once you've exported as well, what it says is an RFU grid, which is actually an ASCII from Dmagic, like we did in the end of the last video. You now want to bring it into ArcGIS. So I've opened ArcGIS, so it's just an empty map file, and we just want to add data. We'll go to our ArcGIS folder in our tutorial project. So it's there, and you see that I've actually, in the last video, I actually called it 100-meter grid arc, but I went back and I did an include missing data and do not include missing data. So I can just show you the difference between the two. So you can see they're actually ASCII files, so .asc file extensions. So I'll just show you when you add them, you get pretty much a black box, which is the bounding area, but doesn't have the information. So you need to go to the toolbox, and if you go to search and you search for ASCII by just typing in ASCII like I've done there, you'll have something that says ASCII to raster. So you want to double click on that and then input the ASCII raster file, which is the file that we've just created in Dmagic. So you go to ArcGIS folder. You notice it doesn't show it here because at the moment it's looking for a text file. So you want to change that to ASCII file. So we'll do not include missing data first. So click in it, and then we want to go back to our tutorial project and then ArcGIS, and I'll just create one that says grids. And so this is do not include missing data. So we're actually going to have to make that shorter, so just put do not include. And then we'll just keep integer, and then you press OK, and you can see there it's created the grid. So you have your ArcGIS grid. It's not showing up very well just because there's not a lot of change in the area that I chose. So I'll just try and show it a bit better. So that just sort of shows that you've got this bathymetry there. We'll just do that for the include missing data, so we can compare the two. So again, it's looking for a text file, so you need to change that. So include missing data. We'll just put it in the grids. Keep integer, and now you can see that the difference is that you've only got the actual bounding sort of depth of -1181 to -1374, rather than having anything that's a 0. So if I actually get rid of the original ASCII, you can see that there's no data. So that's sometimes better. It depends what you want, but there's no data surrounding the raster that we just created, so this is just all empty. Whereas when you do include the missing data, this actually gives a pixel value of 0. So the -9999 actually equates to a 0. So it just gives you that. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial.